We're in a meeting at the bottom line, and a car on Federal Highway reamed out of control and hit the building. We got considerable amount of damage to the building here. Hopefully this is the owner or whoever it may be. So if you get this message, you might want to take a run by here. Okay, this car was really bad. An 80-year-old woman lost control, flipped the car, and is sitting sideways right now in front of the building.
End of message.
Listen, this young lady's talking. Go ahead.
I'm doing a documentary on senior citizens of South Florida.
Yeah.
Would you guys mind answering a couple quick questions?
How much are you paying?
I think you drive. Do you both drive?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you renew your license?
Sorry?
How do you renew your license?
How do I renew my license? They mail it to me.
Comes in the mail, the renewal.
I get it in the mail.
You got it in the mail?
I'm due for, 2010, I'm due for another new license plate, and I hope they don't call me to go down for an eye test or anything else.
How do you renew your license?
Usually by mail.
And are you required to take an eye exam?
I haven't been in years.
That's it? All about driving?
I'm 83 years old.
83. Have you noticed any change since you've turned 80? Okay. Where do you take your eye exam?
There,
At the DMV?
yeah.
Do you feel that senior citizens should be tested, given a road test?
Depending on, you have to know how you feel and how you're doing. And if you feel that you can drive, then you don't need a road test. But if you feel that your mind is going, then I think you should go for a road test.
So you think that it should be voluntary?
Yes.
I'm Erica Stimolo. I'm here at the DMV in Delray Beach on Atlantic and Military. Can I do a phone interview with you on speakerphone? Okay. If you want to just state your name and your position with the DMV?
Sure, I'm the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles Press Secretary. My name is Ann Howard, and it's A-N-N, no E.
Okay, and what is the law regarding driving with senior citizens? How do they renew their license?
For those who are 80 and older in the state of Florida, when it comes to ID cards and driver licenses, they renew every 6 years.
Okay.
And that's really the only difference.
Okay, so once you become 80, that's when you take the eye exam.
No, that's not true. Every person in our offices who come in for any reason whatsoever, even just to get a new ID card, they could be 25 years old. That person, too, will take the eye exam. Any person going into any office is requested to take the eye exam.
Do you think that senior citizens should be required to take a road test?
I have no opinion on that. That's up to lawmakers to decide. That's not something for the agency to decide.
Okay. So there's basically no difference at this point between senior citizens and somebody 25?
In terms of the eye exams, no, there isn't.
In terms of renewing their license and the
There
laws?
is. At the age of 80, you start to renew every 6 years. Before that, it's every 8.
Okay.
That is the difference.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Up to your story whenever you're done. Take care.
There's really, at this point, there is no difference between me renewing my license and, say, somebody who's 87, 88.
That's wrong. Obviously. I think there should be an age. I don't know if it's 75 or 80 or 85, but there should be an age when you're required to go back in and test for your skills, motor skills.
Like a driving test, you mean a road test to see your response.
In order to get that license back.
Reflexes.
Do you think that's important? Because I think people can be just as much of a hazard on the road as young kids speeding and, people not obeying the law.
A lot of these people should not be driving.
Well, I think as you get older,
You have to be fast on your reflexes.
So, do you think maybe they should have a test based on reflex driving?
Well, I think after a certain, nobody 93 years old should be driving. I don't think. Unless they're very sharp. But I don't think they should, anyway.
Do you think you could pass a road test?
I think I'm not that old yet, but I'm old. I think I could, because I'm cautious. I only drive what it says 45, I drive 45. I may go through, but I don't go over. I try very hard not to go through a red light. I mean, I don't go through, but some of these people go right through. They don't care. You know what I mean? The light changes and they still go through.
Do you think that you could pass a road test?
Oh, I think so. I'm a very good driver.
Do you think that they should start doing that? Do you think that they should test people periodically?
Sometimes, some seniors should be tested.
Those who have real, medical things with eyes, eyes, they should not be allowed to have doctors send in, without testing the eyes.
I had an eye examination, and everything was fine. So there's nothing I have to do. But I think an eye examination is a good thing.
And how do you renew your license?
They send it to me in the mail, and I usually renew it that way.
Okay. Do you think that senior citizens should be tested? Should be road tested?
I have to tell you the truth. When I was young, my grandmother was driving. She couldn't see beyond the hood of the car. It frightened me to death, and I used to think, wow, this isn't good. My mother became 80, and they were renewing her license in the mail for 8 years? I thought, this is wrong. I want them to test me. I want them to test all people that are over a certain age. I would say 65, to make sure that they have the dexterity to keep the car going. On television, they tell us that the kids no longer get in more accidents, the seniors do. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what they said on national television. The seniors are surpassing the teenagers in accidents.